Hello everyone, Kenan's here. In today's video we're just gonna talk about the basics and the fundamentals of SAT reading and writing. So, in Unit 1, what we're gonna learn? The command and evidence questions. It's just one of the hardest questions for me, and I think starting with the hardest can be very specific and beneficial. So, let's start. Before starting, I just want to mention that all of the resources can be findable from the description, and let's start. There is our sample, and if you want to do this alone one time, you can pause this video and start doing your decision. So if you made your decision, we can start. There's a text given us to read and answer this question. First of all, we need to read this question carefully because there can be lots of things that we can make wrong if we don't read all of the reading. So I read the text and I saw that 3 researchers made a hypothesis about the sail-like structure of Spinosaurus aegyptius. Maybe I spelled it wrong, but no matter. So first thing that you need to make sure is to find the main question, Gibbs and colleagues' hypothesis. And the whole question is like, which finding from the model test if it would most strongly support? This is the core of the question. Would most strongly support? There could be a verse of the question that we doesn't need, like unsupport or undermine, something like that. But in this question, they give us that most strongly support, and that's why we just need to find the word from the answers which supports the researchers' hypothesis. So what's about Gibbs and colleagues' hypothesis? Dinosaur Spinus aegyptius improved the animal sexes underwater process of prey species capable making of quick, evasive movements. This dinosaur sail-like structure makes it very quick, and that's why I think they made 2 battery-powered mechanical models of this dinosaur, and one with a sail, and these 2 models tested in that situation. So we just need to look to the answers and find the one that supports their hypothesis. Point A. The model with a sail took significantly longer to travel a specified distance while submerged than the model without a sail did. This answer says that the one with a sail took significantly longer, but we doesn't need that because in their researchers they find out that their sail-like structure made their process very quick. And that's not our answer. The answer B. The model with a sail displays significantly more water while submerged than the model without a sail did. They didn't talk about any displacing water. That's why this isn't our answer. 2. The variant C. The model with a sail had significantly less battery power remaining after completing the test than the model without a sail did. There's no anything said in the text. That's why this isn't our answer. 2. The variant D. The model with a sail took significantly less time to complete a sharp turn while submerged than the model without a sail did. I think this is our answer because in the text they said that their sail-like structure running down the back of the dinosaur, and this sail-like structure improved animal success in underwater pursuits of prey and capable of making quick evasive movements. And this answer supports Gibbs and colleagues' hypothesis, and that's why I think the variant D is our variant. And yes, you can see that this answer is true. You can see in here. So, as you can see, what I did, I just read all of the text, and after reading the text, I started to make my own answer. And also, you just need to read anything carefully. If you doesn't read the text carefully, you can just make lots of mistakes. That's why the first thing that you need is to read carefully. If you have any words that you didn't understand, you can just make a research from it. But in the test, I 100% suggest you that don't use any vocabulary. That's it. That's our first question, and we can get to the next question. Okay, so in this question, we just need to make sure that read all the text. And if you want to make your own decision in this test, You can pause the video, make your decision, and resume the video. So in this question, 90th short story by Paul Laurence Dunbar. In the story, the narrator describes Mr. Cornelius Johnson's appearance as conveying his exaggerated sense of his importance. Okay, so the question is, which question from this short story most effectively illustrates the claim? Okay, in the text, it's given that his appearance as conveying an exaggerated sense. This means that this person is very conveying, he's very proud of himself. We can just describe him like that. We just need to check all the answers. Answer A, he carried himself always as if he were passing under his own triumphal arc. I think this is the correct wording because it says that carries himself always as if he were passing under his own triumphal arc. This is our answer. But let me just check the answer B. The great Prince Albert was scrupulously buttoned about his form, and the shiny top hat replaced the fault of the afternoon. I think this isn't our answer because there is nothing spoken about his conveying an exaggerated sense. Answer C. Mr. Cornelius Johnson always spoke in a large and important tone. In this text, there's nothing showed about his tone, speaking tone, and that's why I think this isn't our question's answer too. It was a beautiful day in balmy May, and the sun shone pleasantly on Mr. Cornelius Johnson's very spruce Prince Albert suit of grey as he alighted from the train in Washington. I think this isn't our answer too because there's nothing showed about his conveying and his exaggerated sense of his importance. And I think the variant A, because in answer A, there's something say that carried himself always as if he were passing under his own triumphal arc. Let me check that answer. And yeah, it's correct. Because the claim is that narrator describes Mr. Johnson as arrogant and self-important. It basically says that Mr. Johnson always looks like he is congratulating himself for something. And this is our question's answer. Okay, so what we learned for today's lesson is because what we learned for command of evidence type questions. First, read the whole text. Because if it doesn't read the whole text, you're gonna make lots of mistakes on the understanding of the question and the question's answer. The second, look up for the answer of given question. Yeah, that's very, very important because if you can't find the answer for a question, that could be very bad for your time. And that's why. Secondly, you just need to look out for the answer. Make your own answer and compare it with variants. That's the more important because sometimes answer could be very, very specific, and that's why the main thing to find the better placing answer and replace it with your own answer. Okay, so that's for today's lesson. We just talked about the command of evidence questions. Hope you enjoyed that lesson. All of the resources that I just used for today's video are in the descriptions. In the second video, we can talk about the second lesson of command and evidence. And that's it. You know, the basics of digital SAT. So, hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye for now.